Eddie Hearn says Daniel Jacobs is a favorite to face Canelo next year in May should he win a title in his upcoming fight with Derevyanchenko. Stay tuned. Boxingego here. If you like this video, make sure you hit the like button and also subscribe to the channel and hit the bell icon on the top of your screen to get notified when the latest new content drops. What up, fight world? It's your boy Ego and I'm back with some more boxing. Make sure you smash the like button. Also subscribe to the channel for the latest and greatest in boxing. If you want to become part of the gang notification gang, please hit the bell icon. Shout out to the super chats, channel donations, the Venmo donations, and the Patreon family. We working. Now Eddie Hearn, he's promoting Demetrius Andrade, who fights later today, and he also talked about another fighter he has on his bill with Matchroom, and that's Daniel Jacobs, another middleweight talented fighter, you know him personally, and he's fighting Derevyanchenko, former friend, stablemate. And he's fighting for the vacated IBF belt, actually. You know, Golovkin was stripped of this belt for failure to face Derevyanchenko, and now they're squaring up. The two highest ranking IBF guys are fighting for it. You know, one of the last fights on HBO Boxing, and it's a good fight. This is what Eddie Hearn had to say. He says Canelo and Jacobs and Canelo and Boo Boo, those are natural fights. That will happen. Canelo versus Jacobs, that will happen because we're on the same ship. I think that the Daniel Jacobs fight is the favorite for May, to be honest with you, if he can win here next Saturday. So, you know, this is great news because I think Daniel Jacobs, should he beat Derevyanchenko, I think, you know, it just makes all the sense in the world. Canelo just recently signed a monumental deal with DAZN, $365 million for 5 years. And, you know, to get those lofty paydays, people are going to want to see him in good, compelling fights that are good for the DAZN network and streaming app, things like that. Jacobs gave Golovkin a run for his money, in my opinion, beat Golovkin. So if he's able to fight, this will be about his 4th undefeated fighter in a row. So if he beats Derevyanchenko, that'll be impressive. And he's definitely worthy of a title shot. Or actually, it'll be a unification with Canelo, who should drop back down after Rocky Fielding. So we're living in some very interesting times. I don't really see Canelo staying at 168. I personally don't see it. I don't think he has the frame to. I think he's, you know, he's taking a tune-up style, stay busy fight against what most people would consider the easiest, ripest picking at 168. You know, still a guy who can maybe create some issue for Canelo, but the guys like Jose Uzcategui, guys like Caleb Smith, Gilberto Zuro Ramirez, they probably fought better names and had stronger performances and or undefeated, haven't been stopped, things like that. So, you know, I told you I don't have a problem with Canelo Rocky Fielding coming off the 2 Golovkin fights, coming off a Julio Cesar Chavez fight. You know, those are his last 3 fights, and he moved up for these fights. So now he's flexing his weight one more time, and he has a new deal. So, you know, it is what it is. But going forward, 2019, should Canelo beat Rocky Fielding, I fully expect him to probably drop back down, you know, because the guys are just a lot bigger. I think he kind of wants to set history and be like, hey, I'm a 3-weight division champion or whatnot, and then drop back down. You know, I don't know how many Mexican fighters have been 3-weight division champions in those specific weights. I know that Gilberto Zuro Ramirez was, I think, the first Mexican champion at 168 in history. I might be wrong on that, but I think that's the case. So I think Canelo's kind of just trying to set history for these divisions. He'll probably drop back down. Him and Daniel Jacobs, it's a rightful fight, good fight, interesting stylistically. I have no problems with it. That's a hell of a fight for DAZN if they can get that done. But first, we got to see what happens in these upcoming fights. Daniel Jacobs versus Sergey Derevyanchenko, that's no walk in the park. You know, Golovkin rather fight Vanes Martirosyan than fight Derevyanchenko, which is who he selected. And then Canelo's moving up in weight, so, you know, it's boxing. We don't really know what's going to happen, but I like what Eddie Hearn is saying. Hopefully these things materialize. Should Canelo win, should Daniel Jacobs win, that's a great fight. Who would you pick to win if Jacobs fights Canelo in 2019. That's a big fight. You could do it in Vegas or New York, where Jacobs is from. They're exposing Canelo to the New York market with this Rocky Fielding fight. So, you know, you can put it on any coast and it'll make sense with Jacobs. You know, very likable guy. Canelo's a likable guy and the money man now in boxing. So let me know who wins, Canelo or Daniel Jacobs. Difficult fight, and I can't wait to see how DAZN plans on matching Canelo going forward. You know, all the money they threw at him. Let's see what type of matchups they come up with to justify the, you know, lump sums and stuff that he's getting, and bring eyes to the DAZN streaming app. Make sure you smash the like button as always. Hate, comment, and subscribe. Till next video, is Ego signing off. So if you enjoyed this video and want more content like this on the channel, you can show your appreciation by going to the PayPal donate button or the YouTube support button, and you can donate any amount that you feel is equivalent to the value of this video. Much more to come. Thank you guys for your support. Boxingego, the future of boxing.